Hello, ni hao. Welcome back to my channel. This is Josie here, and I'm going to show you how to make natural mango juice. Juice? No, smoothie, because I'm just going to blend it. I'm not going to use a juicer to produce the juice. So I have my mangoes, very ripe. In fact, I had started removing the skin, or rather skinning one of them, and this is the outcome. They're very ripe. I'm going to peel them and then put them here, and then once we are done, we're going to use the blender to blend this. I'm actually doing this because I have these fruits. A very good friend and colleague brought these mangoes when they went home. It's mango season and I so love the mangoes, and thank you to my friend who brought this for us. We really appreciate. Thank you, Moses. We say a big thank you from the proteins. And now let's get to peeling these mangoes as we have a bit of a story time. Yes. Last week, today is Saturday, so I don't know whether to say last week or this week, because the KCPE results were announced on Monday. Was it Monday or Tuesday? Must have been Monday, yeah. And I just remember the day I was a candidate myself in class 8. That was like how many years back? 16, 17 years. Oh my goodness. Where is time heading to? Where is it going? It's been a good 17 years since I was in class 8, since I was sitting in that desk in Dujo Primary School. Oh, the memories. Life back then was good. There was like no bills to settle. There were no adulting responsibilities. You're just a kid enjoying life, and your responsibility in this life was just to study and pass exams. And then guys, I think primary school was just, how do I put it? It didn't prepare us well for what was coming in high school, but it was easy. I mean, it was really easy. So I wanted to tell you guys about my story back then. I was a good student. I'm not blowing my own whistle, my own trumpet, but I was a good student. I think I can count the number of times I was disciplined by my one hand. Like, it was just, apart from, you know, the class punishments that we might have had to be subjected to, because it's your class anyway. So if there was noise and there are no noisemakers, you would definitely be like punished, the whole class. So apart from those, I think I was only punished a number of times, not so many. Yeah, but my story began when I repeated class 1. I was telling my husband the other day that I repeated class 1 not because I didn't pass. I was the last one in the list of those who are being promoted to the next class, that is class 2. But my grandpa, my sweet and loving grandpa, said I was too young to be promoted to class 2. And then we were in the same class with my cousin, who was, I think, a year older than me. So they agreed with the teacher that my cousin be promoted, and then I stay back in class 1. I actually was number 21, and 21 of us were being promoted to class 2. But he said no, CC. Yes, he used to call me CC. So many people in my rural home call me CC. So he said, CC, you're not going to go to class 2 because you're still too young. I accepted. I didn't know nothing. So I repeated class 1. And from then on, I'm not kidding you guys, I was number 1 from class 1 to class 6 second term. If you are in Kenya and you know the 844 education system, you know we have first term, second term, third term, where you do exams and then you're graded based on your points or marks. So until from class 1 all the way to class 6 second term, I was always number 1. Thanks to repeating class 1. Thanks, Grandpa. My grandpa is late. Rest in peace, Granddaddy. So, yeah, class 6, this is what happened. My good friend, Kosi, if you're watching this, know that I am... yeah, I'm just reliving the memories, no worries. So, Kosi was like a new student in our school. He had just transferred from where he was studying to our school. And now, people are like, actually, the male students, I was later told that the male students, when he just arrived, he was told to make sure he beats me in the exam. So Kosi was so psyched, like, everyone is like convinced that Kosi would beat me in the exam. So Kosi definitely, my countertop was dirty and germs was, I didn't say it was dirty, it was clean. I had just wiped it, so it was clean and germs were not aware. So Kosi got confident. He was like, yeah, you see, class 8s and the class 7s are telling me I can do it, so definitely I will do it. So exam time comes. Kosi definitely didn't tell me that, but I was later told that is what was happening anyways. So during the exam, we sat the exam, this and this was done, a marking, and the scripts were returned to us. And normally we used to do like correction, how do I put it, like revision before the exams, the results were announced, so that if you have a complaint, you can take it to the teacher to correct it for you before the results are announced. But that time, no revision was done. I think time was not on the teacher's side. So we just had the exam. We just had the exam, and then the results were actually like announced maybe 2 or 3 days after. And surprisingly, Kosi had actually beaten CC with 2 marks. Kosi had 518 and CC, the now Tosi, had 516 marks. It was a blow. I don't know. I went home to my grandma and I was crying. I was devastated, guys. I don't know. I just cried and grandma was telling me, Meteja, mommy ngala, gali nisire tun kora. That means don't worry, don't bother yourself. The next exam you will beat them again. I'm actually crying. Yeah, that happened. Kosi did beat me. But then, long story short, I beat him in the 3rd term exam. And yeah, and then I continued with topping the class from class 7 for class 7 and 8. And guys, I just wanted to tell you, if you're a parent, encourage your kids to accept defeat. It was hard for me, honestly. I was young, but I can remember it was like the world came down crashing on me. It was 2 marks, yes, but honestly, if it was in this current age where kids are just you know, any slight disappointment or any slight let me call it failure to achieve what they've set for themselves, it would have been a disaster. Because I cried. I think it took from the day the results were announced to the day we were closing school might have been like a week. So it took me a whole week to actually recover. That is for a kid, I know. I was how old? 2000. That was 2000. I think I was 12. No, I was 11. Yeah, I was 11 going on 12. So that was life. That was my story. The highlight of my primary school came when we did the KCPE. It went well. The teacher, our English teacher, really believed in me. He used to tell me, you're going to top in the district, you know, you're a good student, you're a university material. And teachers, kindly don't be telling some students you're a university, primary school students especially, teachers especially, don't be telling some students that they are university materials and some are not, or you don't mention that to others. It is selective and it discourages some students from actually working harder, because at that moment they are not, then they don't have a brain of their own. Yes, they might, but they'll follow what you tell them. You know, they will actually think that is the gospel truth. If you tell them you're not a university material, they'll believe that, and now it will get into their minds, and it's not good. Oh my goodness, I'm talking too much. But yeah, I was talking about the highlight to my primary school came when KCPE results were announced, and my late mom, rest in peace, mom. My mom, I think she was the first. Back then, I don't know if there was this texting thing to a certain code, to a certain number, and then you get your results. I'm not sure, but she got the results. I was home. It was past Christmas. We had a good Christmas that year, and mom came home, and immediately she entered the gate. She was like, "Yeah, my daughter has done it." Yeah, we got this. Yeah, mommy was so happy. These are tears of joy, guys. She was so happy. I had performed well. Yeah, I know. Coming. Yeah, I'm stop you. I'm not crying. So, oops, this one is spoiled. Coming from a day school in the interior of Nandi County, it was Nandi district back then, I really was proud of myself. Mom was happy. My uncles called mom. Like, so many people called congratulating me. So I was so happy. And then, yeah, that was the highlight of primary school, definitely for me. Passing my KCPE. Nowadays, kids go with 450s. I think back then the leading one had 400 and something. I don't remember quite well, but they had 440s or 50s. That was like, you know, a huge achievement for us kids. So congratulations to the class of 2019 for the performance. I hear it's a drop from the previous year, like the number of students who had 400 and above reduced from last year, but Nevertheless, all of you are going to high school. Thank you to the Ministry of Education for actually making that happen, because every student is able to, move on to the next stage in education. Not like failing or not achieving the marks you thought for yourself is like the end of the road. No, whatever you've achieved right now is just a stepping stone to the next stage in life. Yeah. So what have I missed out? Oh yeah, the letter of admission to high school came and I was admitted to Chepterit Girls High School. I think it's Chepterit Girls. Yeah, but mom felt like, oh, my daughter should go to a school that is near home, because we were living in, my mom stayed in Kapseret, that was home. But now I had been in Nandi County. Kapseret is in Uasin Gishu district. It was in Uasin Gishu district back then, which is Uasin Gishu County now. But primarily I was studying in Nandi district. So I think mom wanted me to be closer home, and at least she could visit, or if there was anything, she could get to me as easy and as soon as possible. So I think my mom had been to Moi Girls High School also for Form 5 and 6 back in the day. So I think she knew Moi Girls is a good school. She wanted her daughters to study there. And excuse me. Yeah, and now I think she went and requested the principal, definitely with my papers, that I be admitted to Moi Girls High School. I don't know whether that is corruption, but yeah, I got the slot, and I was thankful to God. At least another girl got the Chepterit slot too. If I missed the slot, if I didn't take the slot that I was given, definitely another girl got the chance to go there. Yeah, so I was so happy. Getting the letter from Moi Girls came some few days after New Year. The letter from Moi Girls came, and I was so happy. I was joining the school of my dreams. And yeah, that was it, guys. Primary was good. That was my story. Share your stories about primary, your highs and your lows in primary school, if you can remember, because me, honestly, I don't remember most of it. Share with me in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you did like my story, and let's get to making this smoothie. I've talked the whole time, I've even forgotten. I wanted to hurry up, make this smoothie before hubby comes home, so that we have a meal. Oh yeah, I did actually grill some potatoes. So we're going to have potatoes, some veggies, and this. We are missing a protein, but we have proteins in our bodies. Yeah, so that is it. I'm actually going to eat the flesh out of this seed off camera, definitely. So I'm going to put it there, and we get to blending this. I think it looks yucky, but the final product is awesome. So we doing this as big as they are, because I'm going to add some water. I hope it doesn't break my blender. Let's learn to make your own natural smoothies, because it is better, it's healthier, it's cheaper. Instead of going to buy that pack of is it 1 liter of juice, It is like 200 and something shillings, or 100, close to 200, let's just say, depending on the brand. I believe it's better. I'm guilty, definitely. Sometimes I just feel like juice and I go for that. It hurts the pocket later, it hurts your body later, but here we have a natural, preservative free, chemical free, healthy mango smoothie. So let's get the lid and then we come. Oops, some water. I don't have water in the fridge, so I might just get some ice cubes. A few ice cubes. I hate it cold. Oops, sorry. Yeah, we need ice cubes. And some drinking water. Let me get the drinking water from the dispenser. Our water is here, so we add in some. This should be enough. We still have some more here in case it gets too thick. So close this. Warning, there's going to be a big sound here. Let's go. This is good to go, I believe. Oh my, and it is chilled. All the ice cubes that were here, all of it went in here. So definitely we need to replenish our ice cube thingy. The secret to getting your ice cubes out of this thing without any much trouble is making sure that it's full to the brim. Don't leave some halfway, don't leave some 3/4. No, just make it full so that when you bend it slightly, you're able to get everything out. Or if you want 3 cubes, oops, sorry, then you get that easily. This goes into the freezer, and we have another. Yeah, so we put this water aside, and then we have our juice in this. Did I say juice? It's smoothie. No. That corner of the kitchen is awesome. Good lighting, and therefore we are going to have a smoothie in this. Oh, the consistency is really good. Oh, Guys, do you ever feel like you could lick the hell out of this thing? Or you know, you have those deep containers that has your favorite drink or your favorite something, whatever favorite thing you like, and then it's contained in a deep container, and you feel like you can actually put your head in there or the whole of your hand and just do this and lick it off. Oh yeah. And then guys, there's this restaurant we once went to just in Nairobi. I won't mention name. So we ordered mango juice, but they said they didn't have mango juice. They said they had beetroot and I think beetroot and watermelon. I can't remember which, but when it came, it looked like food color mixed with sugar and water and served. So be careful. It's better to have this at home, prepared by me. You're welcome to enjoy with me, with us. And that was it. Our smoothie is ready. We can have it in a glass right now. I should stay on this side. This is what life is all about, guys. Treating yourself to healthy stuff. Cheers.